Merchant of the Sky is about two things, baby, two things. Big money and bigger ships. Full disclosure, developers of the game reached out to me and gave me a copy of the game before it came out in 2020. And after a long wait, it's time for me to give my full opinion on it. The graphics are pixelated with an Arabian inspiration, and the art is clear and detailed enough for you to know what you're looking at without needing a second glance. Everything also fits well into the theme of the art. However, I did run into an issue where exploring the map had some kind of visual ghosting, but once I was done exploring, which didn't take too terribly long, it's a non-issue. Merchant of the Sky's gameplay focuses on traveling around in your flying boat, going from island to island, completing short quests and or buying, selling things. There aren't that many quests, and most of them are rather short, and all of them are more or less fetch quests. You meet a few characters and get to know the top layer of their personality before they're gone. So if you're expecting some interconnected and interesting story, then this game isn't for you. However, something this game does get right is the satisfying growth of the market. Buy low, sell high. You go from having this tiny, near useless ship that needs to stop to charge its AAA batteries every other island, to being able to sit back and watch your Imperial Trade Company, trademark, all rights reserved, do all the work for you, while you fly around on a flying cruise liner. I find the gameplay to be very laid back. After all, you could play it with just a mouse. You also don't just buy goods and ships. You can also buy islands that the goods are produced on, and buy the buildings and upgrades and underpaid workers that will never unionize because they're one slight move from being fired off the island. This game appeals to the big number go up part of my monkey brain, through earning lots of money with less and less work. There are also perks that you can earn by just playing the game. You do have to find the Giant's Island to actually use the perk points, but they're worth it. The world is randomly generated, so you can play through the game multiple times, even going so far as being able to pick whatever you want the goal of the playthrough to be. However, I must suggest that if you're going to play it, prepare your own music playlist, because this game has very few short tracks, which get repetitive very quickly. Most of the sounds in the game, in fact, are pretty minimal, but good. The nice engine rumbling when you're moving from island to island, the birds chirping, and people walking and talking in towns add a nice subtle touch to each place. But I just wish there was more of it. I want to be able to hear the swings of the pickaxes in my emerald mines and the sawing in my lumber yards. Another small problem I have is that scrolling through the UI can be slow and tedious. And though you don't have to do it often, when you do, it can be very obnoxious. Merchant of the Sky is a pretty good game for those who want a time killer and to give into the market playing monkey that lives in their head. It has some simple mini games to break up the boating. However, if the devs are watching, I wouldn't mind a multiplayer mode. One where I could pirate my friends in bankruptcy and maybe even trade with them. Sometimes. Otherwise, if you're looking for a short story and the capitalist perfect sandbox, this game might be for you.